We start by recognizing a key assumption that the Otterbein faculty holds transparency in high regard. Furthermore, we recognize that we communicate most clearly what we value by what we evaluate and how we evaluate. So, if we apply the TILT transparency framework, referencing last spring's Great Expectations Conference, we note that our community has a fairly good understanding of the purpose of the portfolio. We want tenure and promotion. And the task of putting together the portfolio is detailed in the faculty manual. However, when it comes to criteria, the P&T process lacks a clear and comprehensive outline for how the portfolio is evaluated. Once the portfolio has been submitted, how do committee members assess our work? What goes on between turning it in and receiving a decision? When personnel evaluates your portfolio, what weights do members use for assessing teaching, scholarship, and service? This is a black box for faculty evaluation. Is there an agreed upon system of weights? If there are commonly understood or assumed weights, then the weights should be made explicit and discussed at faculty assembly, allowing faculty to vote on an endorsement of the weights, and if approved, the weights should be included in the faculty manual. If the faculty determine those assumed weights are inappropriate, or if there are no true common understandings of the weights, then it may be time to consider a sliding scale approach to portfolio evaluation. This would be a new approach to building and evaluating faculty portfolios for tenure and promotion. As an experimental balloon, let's float the following idea. When applying for tenure and/or promotion to an associate professor, let's say that the candidate submits their portfolio and that individual can choose a weight of between 40 and 60% for teaching, scholarship between 20 and 30%, and service between 10% and 30%, with the total from the sliding scale reaching 100%. So if we take the minimal weights for each category, we're left with 30% of adjustable weight. Based on the strength of evidence within the portfolio, a faculty member may choose to emphasize their teaching, or they may choose to emphasize service, or the faculty member may opt for a relatively balanced weighting. The sliding scale provides individuals with more control over the portfolio. It eliminates a one-size-fits-all approach, rewards a faculty member's strengths, provides agility to leverage expected or unexpected responsibilities, and acknowledges the evolving nature of faculty work. As a byproduct, in some ways, this is a mechanism that helps to honor the interests of the individual. Now, to be clear, the sliding scale is not meant to partition an individual's workload, where a faculty member chooses where they will invest their time in the future. Crystal ball projections may or may not provide expected results, and portfolios are a place to showcase evidence. Furthermore, the approach is not meant to provide a mechanism for balancing workload across a department. Just as whatever current hidden weights are being used when evaluating faculty portfolios, this system is not meant to create work distributions among a set of faculty. Regardless of whether faculty assembly adopts a universal standard or a sliding scale approach, the relative weights or the process of weighing should be made public, so that it can be used as a guide for those creating portfolios and can serve as an assessment metric for those who are responsible for evaluating portfolios. And this concludes our first episode of Deep Thoughts on Promotion and Tenure Portfolios.